You've spent all week practicing, perfected the setup. You put the car on the front row of the grid, got away well, but the race is over at turn 1. We've all been there. We're here because we enjoy sim racing, but when it gets serious, it's also easy to lose sight of why we love doing this in the first place. And since I've been trapped here making content, I have developed a few strategies to avoid getting to the point where I get burnt out on sim racing. Starting with: go outside, enjoy the sun, make a friend, steal a tank, punch a planet, the usual things. Since going outside isn't all that appealing, I like to mix up the racing format when things start to feel like a bit of a grind. My favourite way of doing this at the moment is kartcraft. The karting format is perfect for this kind of thing. Short, action-packed races in karts that feel really engaging to drive. It's a great mental reset, and it's almost impossible not to have fun. And if you turn the force feedback up, you can replicate all of your favourite karting aches and pains as well. If I want a bigger break, then I go off-road. Rally and rallycross don't feature that highly in my normal racing rotation, so loading up dirt or Richard Burns gives me the opportunity to drive something completely different. And in the case of the former, it's also a visual treat too, though I'd hesitate to call the experience relaxing. No. Most of us focus our efforts on 1 or 2 titles. I don't have the same luxury, but I do think that keeping one title sacred and only for fun makes a lot of sense. And that's why I don't make any content for the Codemasters F1 titles. And for me at least, the F1 games are a great choice. For starters, they are far more developed as games than some of the more hardcore sims, which plays into the escapism aspect. So maybe try finding a title that puts fun first and simulation second, and keep your relationship with it purely casual. We're lucky to have so many quality hardcore racing sims, but the more accessible end of the racing genre is even more populous. And for me, the less that they try to bridge the gap between accessibility and physics fidelity, the better they are as a bit of a palate cleanser. My go-to for this sort of thing is Fun Selector's Art of Rally, a title that somehow manages to bring serious amounts of vibe to the top-down arcade racing format. And add in all of the rally legends and the excellent soundtrack, and you'll have forgotten all about those netcode woes. I don't think I need to elaborate on this all that much, but just buy Wreckfest. It's on all of the platforms, and crashing virtual cars is profoundly satisfying. This one might not be for everyone, but there is more to sim racing than, well, racing. If the competitive element is getting you down, then how about embracing the more creative side of the hobby and getting involved in skinning, league organisation, commentary, video making, photography, or if you've taken your brave pills, modding. At the end of the day, we're all here because we love cars, love racing, and we're afraid of direct sunlight, so why not take a look at some of the other avenues that the hobby has to offer? But on a boring but important note, if you are genuinely getting burned out, then do take a break, or if you need to, talk to someone.